Afghanistan has two education systems. The religious education is taught by mullahs, which are in charge of teaching the Quran, reading, writing and mathematics. The other system of education was implanted in 1964 and consisted of obligatory and gratuitous elementary education for children of 7 to 15 years of age. The system was really never fully implemented, and in 2001, only 58% of inhabitants older than 15 years of age knew how to read and to write. Nowadays, most of the schools have been destroyed. Until the Civil War, the University of Kabul was the center of education with the most prestige. This university was founded on 1932, and due to the war, all the material that was conserved in its library was dispersed.
The education in Afghanistan has been reconstructed after the fall of the Taliban regime. Primary education lasts 6 years, and if students pass the entrance exam they are admitted into secondary education, which is divided into two groups, from the 7th to the 9th grade, and from the 10th to the 12th grade. Higher education can be completed in 6 main universities of Afghanistan. With the aid of UNESCO, recently, more than 1,000 women have taken examinations to enter the university.
Current challenges to education development. 1. Infrastructure. In 2012, there were insufficient schools. Around 4,500 schools are being built according to a recent government report. 40% of schools were conducted in permanent buildings. The rest held classes in the UNICEF shelters or were desert schools, with students and teachers gathering in the desert near a village. 2. Violence. Afghanistan is one of the worst affected countries by violence against schools, with 670 incidents of attacks on education in 2008. Violence on students have prevented close to 5 million Afghan children from attending school in year 2010. In terms of death rates, Afghanistan had 439 teachers, education employees and students killed in 2006-9, one of the highest in the world.
3. Teachers' credentials. Since the Taliban regime was toppled in 2001, up to 6 million girls and boys started attending school. In 2012, the supply of students far exceeded the pool of qualified teachers. According to statistics provided by the Ministry of Education, 80% of the country's 165,000 teachers have achieved the equivalent of a high school education or did not complete their post-secondary studies. 4. Extremist curriculum. Since the toppling of the Taliban regime, under the combined efforts of Afghan and international experts, the curriculum has been changed from extremist Islamic teachings to one relatively better with new books and better training. Yet, there still remains no standard curriculum for secondary school textbooks, and high school textbooks remain woefully inadequate in number and content.
5. Child labor. In 2007, more than half of the population of Afghanistan was under the age of 18. UNICEF estimates that close to a quarter of Afghan children between the ages of 7 and 14 were working. In rural areas, the problem is worse, and there are more girls working than boys 18. This disrupts children's education and possibly prevents them from schooling completely.